What's up, everybody at home? Welcome to my 5th episode of Izinja zeGame, powered by MTN FC, and I'm your host, Josta Dladla. Today, I'll be bringing you another guest who was big in the game. Kokasi, they know him as Skakes. You know, the player that I played with, the player that represented South Africa from under 17, under 20. He comes from royalty. His uncle used to play for Pirates. If you don't know him, I don't know. I'll remind you. His name, his uncle, they used to call him Black Sunday Masegela. I don't know why they call him Black Sunday Masegela. Apparently it's because on Sunday, one game, I don't know, there was just thunder everywhere when he just started killing, I don't know if they were playing against Kaizer Chiefs or Pirates or what. But this guy is a nephew to that legend. We call ourselves legends, I think. That name doesn't do any justice to us. I think those are the real legends of the game. Like I said, this dude played for under 20, under 23, and he also featured for Vets University. I know they changed the name later. They called it Bit Vets later, but he started where we used to play with mostly. I think that team was dominated by mostly white players, right?
True.
First time I saw this dude, he was just doing some crazy stuff. He could hit a cross from the left hand side, any type of cross, dip in, out swinger, in swinger. The ball jugglers that you guys see now, Kokasi, and then everybody Palama, Bolom, Kadihlo, Bashapa, all these type of things. Skakes used to do these things 25 years ago, but he used to do them positively in the game while he was taking on defenders and all of that. Skakes, my brother, you good?
I'm good, my friend. Thanks. Thanks for the invite, my dear.
I would say, my friend. And also, guys, I got a special guest. And I know a lot of people have been saying, you interviewing a lot of Pirates fans and whatever. Chiefs with family, Sundowns with family. And I got one of the guys that I played with, my brother, Katsande, come through, dog. So people can see you. Say hi to these people right here. He's going to be next in the show next time around. Say hi. I got my boy here.
Hi everyone, I'm here with the big bro, just like Janja.
Yes, sir.
The man who used to make us mug for him and give him the ball just to attack.
So I never used to defend.
Yes, we just tell you stay there and you are the brains of the team.
And this guy, sell out. You're being a sellout right now.
No. I'm being honest everyone, because this is the podcast whereby you need to be honest everyone.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You see,
enjoy your show.
Kaizer Chiefs. Now he's gonna be coming through the next 2 weeks or next week, whenever. I'm inviting him so he can just be seeing what we're doing out there, so he can be comfortable when we invite him. Thanks for coming, bro. He's gonna be helping us with the questions as well, and I hope you got good questions for Lawrence, boy.
100%, because one of them, I remember we spoke behind the scenes.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Go deep into it.
Yeah.
Please don't chicken out.
I won't.
The guy is gonna be listening.
Don't worry.
Okay, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, big bro.
Well done.
Cheers.
Go back there, boy.
Cheers.
So he's supposed to be the ghost person, but now we know who it is, right? So when you hear all those funny questions, you know it's not me. You know who it is. Now they know you, né? They know you, Kazande, so you can't mess up around there. Donna, what you been up to, dog? The last time I saw you, it was I think when I got my contract overseas.
Yeah.
Right? that was the last time I even spoke to you and whatever. What? Let me just talk about this. What is Lawrence up to right now, dog?
For now, nothing much is happening except me being, especially when I talk football. Okay, I'm jobless now, but now, as part of me giving back to the community in terms of my football experience and exposures. So I usually not looking to coaching youngsters per se, but there are a lot of youth teams around my neighborhood. So I just go pop in one team, maybe try and engage with their coaches, see if I can not just share some of my training experience, techniques with them, having those motivational talks, especially with the youngsters.
Yeah.
Understand? Because now, obviously, you can't not start football at highest level. You need to start it from somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you need to get as much experience and development techniques as a youngster, for you to prepare you for you when you get to the highest stage. At least you know what's been expected of you as a soccer player.
Lori, dog, how was because obviously I don't know when you stopped playing, right? Like, but the transition when you like stopped and like, you know, teams, you felt like, you know, okay, maybe I don't know if the teams didn't want you, or you felt like, you know, you're enough with football, and when you started staying at home, how was that transition, Thomas?
Before anything else, what stopped me from playing? It was a car accident, unfortunately.
No, na le car.
No, I was in my friend's car.
Now you see.
So now, we were going to a funeral the same morning. So from nowhere, another car came from behind, but through, it hit a tent on its right hand side.
Yeah.
So from there, it came straight to the car which I was in, and it hit our car, and our car capsized. Mind you, it threw me out of the window.
No seatbelt. You didn't have a seatbelt on.
Luckily.
Oh, you had one. Okay, yeah.
I didn't have one.
Oh, so if you had one, it could have been worse.
I could have been worse, because once it threw me out, by the time I regained my conscious, the car was on top of me.
The car that, like, you
the
know,
same car
bumped
which
you
I was
guys.
in. Yeah.
Hold up. So the car was literally on top of you.
I'm sleeping. I could see the car, the steering wheel, and I could hear the sound of the fan within the engine, the fan belt, still running. And luckily, there was a tow truck passing by.
Yeah.
Is the one, and because people didn't know where I was, they were looking for me all over the scene. But
you under the car?
I'm underneath the car. The first person, the only person who saw me was the guy with the tow truck. And now, mind you, the car was now wrecked. And I still believe if I had a seat back on, I wasn't going to survive there.
Oh.
To tell the tale today.
Yeah, but we're not telling people not to put on the seatbelt.
Yeah, that's why.
No, you were just one of those lucky people that survived without.
Because even now, whenever I'm inside a car,
Yeah.
I make sure I put the seatbelt, you know. But that day, luckily, you see, the seatbelt thing never came to mind. But the only find is the one which made me survive the accident. Otherwise, should I have been in that car, I was gonna be.
Where you really had, like.
Yes, I had fractures on my shoulders, my legs, and literally it cut off my career. So I couldn't play anymore.
So were you playing? Which team were you playing for then?
I was playing for Peachy Stars now.
Oh, yeah. So like, did you have? Okay, let me ask you this. And I realized, Katsi, like, you know, like we play with a lot of boys. Most of the boys, because maybe they're not educated about these things, right? You know, you can have disability cover. You know, disability. You pay a certain amount of money every month, and then something happens to you, you can't play anymore. Get yourself a 5 million and whatever that can pay off your house, that can pay off your car, and all those type of things, right? Did you have, like, first of all, did you have like insurance, medical? Did you have insurance? Did you have medical aid and all those type of things? That's what I realized, that most football players, they only rely on the team's medical aid. 100%. When on your side, Donas, did you have those type of things?
No, I didn't.
See,
because those things, for me, I believe they were not really being spoken about or made us being aware about them. Because all you just know, I go to training, I'm playing for this team, I go to a match. And now, here's another thing to say. Even teams, they cannot babysit you during and after your session, understand? So now, whatever happens outside football,
you're on your own.
You're on your own, yes, understand? So, such things, you rely on other people to make you aware that there are certain things which can prepare you for life after football, understand? Because as we were just playing soccer, focusing on, when is my next trade
salary
session,
and whatever,
and now thinking you're staying in the township.
Who paid for the medical? Like, did you go to hospital and who paid for it?
I went to a public hospital.
No, dog.
Understand? That's what
like
I'm saying.
The Masegela, like straight up go public hospital. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you just took like $300 and you just paid like for hospital cover or whatever, you understand, that could have helped you. So basically after that, when you recovered, you were not the same again.
It took me about 6 years to recover. So no, it was a little bit too late for me to get myself back into playing. Even though I still play now socially, but it will never be the same. Because all what I needed to become what I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
In terms of football progress was no more there. Understand? Because now I could play, but you find that a doctor advises me to say, you still have fractures on your shoulders, and now you know football is a contact sport.
So you could feel the pain every time you were in contact with somebody.
Because it was within my collarbones and stuff. Understand?
Yeah, Skakes.
So it took me a long time to play, because now the only football I would play, it's the oldest football, whereby it's less contact. Understand?
Yeah.
It was not as much competitive as business football, as they call it now.
So like when you're doing this motivational stuff, Kukasi, with these teams that you go to and talk to the players and whatever, do you get an incentive nyana, like, or you're just doing it just because you love it?
Voluntarily, you understand?
Yeah.
I'll be like passing by, then I see there's a certain team training, then just take my time, watch and see if they're doing the right thing, if there's something which will push me to say, can I please help with this thing?
Oh, yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
You find that township coaches, they don't have the experience of training, of proper training.
Yeah, maybe the coach, yeah.
They never went for the coaching courses and stuff. So they will do it out of their own natural gift in terms of
which is a good thing. I mean, they're taking a lot of kids out of the streets, even though they don't have the skill. Yeah,
That's why I take that initiative to say, let me just go and assist.
Yeah.
Maybe it's either by talking or by doing maybe an exercise, you understand?
Yeah.
Make the coach and the players understand it. What's the reason of doing this? What does this give you in terms of, if you're going to approach the game, why do you have to avoid doing 1, 2, 3 at a certain moment for you to achieve something within a certain game? It's like you can't be doing a typical, what you call, skill in our own half.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, understand.
Yes.
Make
you
it,
hear him, guys?
understand.
You can't like be. I can't play as a center midfielder and be too casual.
At the back,
Any mistake, they take the ball, you put in your defense under pressure. So those are the type of things that as a professional player you understand, you know. But as a winger, I can do whatever that I want there, because you still have backup. I've got Mukatsande at the back, I've got Motawa at the back. Even if I lose the ball, this guy still has to go through so many walls, right? So yeah, but I mean, these coaches, they just doing their best, but like they just want to take the kids out of the streets. They understand. So you understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's why I always say, I don't focus only on the player side.
Yeah,
I start with the coach, make the coach understand why you need to avoid certain things, because now you cannot just train a midfielder, a winger, a defender the same way.
The same way, nah. Never,
That's another trick, because it comes back to what as much as I want to do those coaching courses,
you haven't started yet, like you haven't done them.
I haven't done them, not because of maybe whether funding wise, because you need to pay for them and stuff, but besides the funding part of anything, my opinion, how I analyze them is that they teach coaches how to train teams. They teach coaches how to make players fit, but enhancing hidden talents within the player himself. Because talking from experience, I grew up as a defender.
What?
I was a typical left back, center back.
So you were converted. Like when I met you, you were like a winger.
You see, that's where I wanted to come.
Yeah.
From Makers, I'm a defender. Yes, the coach is a working person. We only train by ourselves.
Not like I which class you from? Like first of all, no like I let me sorry to catch you, Thomas.
Okay.
So not like which location and which team were you playing for? That was before you decided to go to the School of Excellence.
Yes.
So where were you, Kokas? Which class is this?
Now I grew up, born and bred, Rockville.
Yeah.
Soweto.
Yeah.
Lucky me, my street, it's opposite football grounds, which is called Elka Stadium.
Oh, Ashley Makanya's from there as well. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then that's where I was fortunate. Now I was not interested in playing soccer, but now something which comes natural within my street, there's a club called Rockville Lions. They're the same team which produced Pito Msimani, Tego Khomloi, my uncle Johnny Black Sunday, understand, and a few others. George Bestmore. So you'll find every off season, most players who come from Soweto, they used to have training sessions. They call them morning shows.
So off season, you said the PSL back then when they were off season, they used to come train there.
Yeah, they make teams, they play. So now we are exposed to so many
professional players. Yeah.
But me, when I go watch them train, I'm not like starstruck to say, hey, I want to be like Dr. Kuman, I want to be like Dewo Khomlo. Those people are within me as like,
not even your uncle, Black Sunday in Donas.
No, listen where I'm coming from.
Okay,
I'm still young. I'm talking about 5-6 years old. Yeah. So, there's this Malume who happens to be a coach for the junior group of Hungry Lions.
Yeah.
He comes to me and says, man, when your whole family, because even though my uncle is the only one who played professional, I've got other uncles.
You're talking about Black Sunday right now.
Yeah. Within my family, I've got about 5 uncles. All played soccer, and they were all talented. But he was the only fortunate one
who made it
to make it, understand?
Yeah.
Fine. So, Mina, before thinking professional, I see these guys, okay, Cosmos, Swallows, Chiefs. Because some will always come with their branded t-shirts.
It was a thing back in the days,
this team, understand?
Yeah.
But then, this uncle, they call him Pramite.
Yeah.
He's the one who recruited me to come play for the team. See that when you cannot just play football on the street, whereas your uncle is playing at the highest level. You must come play for our team. And that team was very good.
What team was this?
Rockville Lions.
Okay.
So we had a special talent of sporting players. You'll never play for our team if you're just like an ordinary youngster.
So you two had something special, Baba.
Yeah. And all the players you got, I'm telling you, we were about 15 in our team. But for other divisions, the under 12, the under 13, the under 16, they had maybe about 30 players per team. But ours.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. How old are you then?
I was 8.
8. So 9-year-olds, that team, they just didn't take any player. You had to be like really something special about you for them to choose.
You're gonna be my left back. You're gonna be my right back. You're gonna be my center back. You're gonna be my left back. Once you join the team and you start on the bench, as long as no one gets injured or is not available, you'll forever start on the bench.
Because
no matter how long this team's gonna exist. Hence, I'm saying I'll be a typical defender because I grew up in El Castellum at the grass. Understand? Unlike other places in the township where there was grass.
The suburbs. That was like suburbs.
I always tell them, my street had a tar. Where I used to play football, it was grass.
So you played for that 8 years, and then what happened?
Transition, 1994. There's a coach who was one of the coaches then at School of Excellence, Sembat.
Okay. Yeah, I hear about this name a lot.
He's now head of development at Sundance now.
Okay.
It was him, Kevin Johnson, Ted Dumitro, Thabo Dlala, the late Mandla Mazibuko, and just recently passed on James Mapena. They were the first coaches who were the coaches at School of Excellence.
With the first 80 students, I think.
So Nel Tovi, he was working for Transnet while playing for Chiefs. So we had training centers. So they used to call them Nel Tovi football clinics. So these guys, when they came back overseas with their qualifications as coaches, then they came up with a proposal to say, no, you're exposed to academies overseas.
Who are you talking about? You're talking about the coaches now?
The coaches.
Those 5 coaches that you named,
So apparently what they did, gathered a proposal, gave it to Transnet. They loved the proposal.
Apparently, to catch Ntonas, apparently, shout out to Neil Tovey. Like, I found out that the School of Excellence, it was his idea. He's the one who pushed the movement for School of Excellence to be what it
Not
is.
exactly he pushed,
What is it?
but through his soccer clinics.
Yeah.
Those coaches, he said, yes, already we were the coaches for these clinics.
Yeah.
So how about we take this as, because Notovi is one of is the one working for Transnet, and Transnet is at least it's a
Yeah,
a
they
big
had the
company,
dough. Yeah, they had
yes.
the money back then. Yeah.
So they have got the facilities also.
yeah.
So we used Excellent Park
Yeah.
to say, okay.
So you were part of the first group that
Yeah.
went there. There was Steve and all that, Stephen Pinar.
Pinar came after.
So they took what 80 players at first.
Yeah,
right?
it was 60.
Yeah. 60.
The
That's
first
how they
players I was
started.
with there.
60.
Yeah, I started with the likes of the Tabo Mabaso, he was playing for Mazulu, like Hima Selesele, may he so rest in peace.
Yeah.
Dylan Shepherd.
Dylan Shepherd, he was there as well.
Yeah. He was staying opposite my room. I'll tell you about Dylan now.
Yeah.
I can write a book about that boy.
So what did the name Skakes
Skakes,
like?
yeah.
Skakes like? How did that come up?
It came, Jeff, out of nowhere. I don't have another name. My name is Lawrence. It finished there. So,
Yeah.
okay, there was a team Shoes Mushe was playing for. They used to call it Giant Blackpool. There was another guy called Skakes within the team.
Okay.
He had bald head. You understand? So the cheese cup of his, the same thing. Kevin Johnson. He was cutting my hair. Then he left some patch of hair here.
What he's doing now? So he's still doing it even now. So what he's doing now? He did it to you like 20 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I tell him, Coach, I removed this thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm cheese cup everywhere. So one guy just out of the blue, he says, that guy looks like you, fine. Which one? Ask Kakan. So now he started calling me Kakan. So
Yeah.
it started as a joke. So now from there, it just shortened to say, it's Cakes. Understand? Now
Stuck with you till today.
till today.
You're a nephew to one of the best in the game, like it's just Black Sunday, Masegela, and whatever.
Yes.
As a kid, like, did you know like how famous your uncle was, dog? Like for real?
Not really.
What? This is your uncle? Look like like.
But now, hence I'm saying, I was not easily taken.
Yeah.
Ne? Because now, it was not like, you don't recognize. Because he started with Cosmos.
Oh, like Cosmos.
Yeah, Libo Filmon Masinga, or Libo Choco.
Jomana musi na swere squad musi.
Yeah, then from Cosmos, he went to Portugal to play for Benfica.
For how? Huh?
Yeah. Then
What? Black Sunday played for Benfica. For how long, dog?
I'm not sure. It might be 2 seasons or something. So when he came back, instead of going back to
Did you know that?
Pirates, I think he went just for a short stint to Devon City or Devon United, something like that. Then, because maybe from Cosmos to Pirates, the transition was not gonna be possible. So he needed to go
via somewhere.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
Pirates is looking for me, but let me start here.
Because it was a mafia business back in the
Yeah,
days,
I
right?
understand.
Yeah, you had to do it right.
Because Jomo and his stories to say, hey, instead of the money coming to the player, the money goes to the owner of the club because he's the one who said
The signing fee probably back then was like 500 or 1,000 bucks.
Just that I don't know all the facts, but
So do you know where the name comes from? Like, the Black Sunday. I need to interview your uncle though. Like, I spoke to him, I think 2 weeks ago. I want him in this show because it's one of the people that basically I'm literally, Katana, I'll be for real with you. I'm sitting here because of him. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here because he's the one who basically took my numbers and gave it to Floyd Mukhari.
Yes.
So great man. For me, I'll forever be grateful to what he did to me. And and as a legend, I would like to sit with him. It's two guys that I wanted to interview. There's Chaka Mpondo,
Yes,
remember, like Swallows player, and then I wanted Potsozo, but he's passed on. May his soul rest in peace. Now I want your uncle while he's still alive as well. So those are the people. But now I got the nephew now, so we're talking about you, dog. So you don't know where the name Black Sunday comes from, dog. Did he ever tell you about it?
I've never said and spoke about it, but I've heard stories about Gotin. It was on a Sunday. He was playing soccer. I'm not sure against who, but typical a person who comes from a family. We know what I know. There's something that he did, and it was cloudy the same day.
On the Sunday.
Yeah. He might have mesmerized somebody or the team.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So that's why whatever he did on the day, ne, even the weather, created that name.
Yeah.
And somebody, if my memory serves well, I think it came from an old lady who was watching football. Maybe somebody who's selling sweets or maybe.
Yeah, but you know the nicknames back in the day were crazy.
Yeah,
they were crazy. So Ntona's, like, I mean, you come from like a family of footballers and all those type of things. Say, like you say, you had uncles that played, but Black Sunday is the one who kind of like made it. When you started your career, did you feel like, pressure to literally lift up your family name? Did you have any pressure when you started playing to be like, you can't fail? You need to like really like, put your family name still out there like your uncle did?
Okay. Number one, I was just living for living without any idea that what football can do for you. You understand? My uncle has already set up the name, our Jewish level.
The legacy, yeah.
So before I could even dream of playing soccer professional, here's the School of Excellence within my space. Like some things, they come natural without even having to work hard for them. Ne?
Yeah.
So now, I'm at the School of Excellence now. Now here comes this boarding school, the soccer academy, and everyone's got his own football. Now the training techniques, what you are taught there, you could see it. Man, you can make something out of this. But now, in what sense? We used to play videos of previous World Cups. We used to watch international football.
A lot.
Yeah. Now before I could think local, already I've been exposed to international football.
Yeah, because you used to go to like most of these international tournaments as well when you guys were in school, yeah?
So before the traveling part, then I'll watch this. Hey, who was Pele? Who was Marathon? Who was Jazin? Who was Bo Puruchaka? Tell you about.
Did you know them? Did you know those guys before they showed you those videos? Did you even know who those people were? Yeah.
Maybe Marathon and Pele, yes, those are familiar names.
Yeah.
But because of we were being exposed to different kind of people,
yeah.
When you look at the goalkeepers, Georgie Campos, he was a striker, but he was the shortest goalkeeper for Mexico.
Juju what?
Georgie Campos.
Oh, the one who had the scorpion kick.
No, that's the key talent one from Colombia.
Oh, what I know, you got the names. No, I thought you were talking about the one with the scorpion kick. Yeah. Oh, Campos.
Campos,
is that the...
Campos, he was short.
Yeah.
But he'll be known for taking free kicks.
Yeah. As a goalkeeper.
As a keeper.
I'm doing up like a goalkeeper.
Fine.
Did you... Katsi, do you know that guy, bro? The guy, the names that he's been calling, do you even know those names? Don't lie.
Yeah. I do know them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Carlos Valderrama,
Valderrama, you, the Afro guy. Yeah.
Aspril.
Yeah. So those are the type of videos that they used to feed you guys at the School of Excellence.
They'll say, okay, here's a video of Brazil against Argentina.
Yeah.
You need to analyze. Maybe let's say I'm a left back. Watch the left back, what he's doing.
Cafu, what he did, all those type of things, yeah.
Before Cafu, there was this Zia Maria.
Okay, yeah.
The one who played the cross for Bebeto when Brazil came to South Africa.
Oh, with the...
Yeah. Tina, we knew everything about Brazilians and South African, South American, European football. So, you'll see with OK Sharp, what is Josta doing there? He's a left back and he's playing for the biggest country in the world.
Yeah.
Then they will ask you a question. If it was you, what were you going to do in that situation?
Oh, snap. That's after the game, after watching the thing.
That man is competing to be a world footballer of the year.
Yeah.
But you must find the wrongs and the right of that person.
As a kid.
And add your own dimension to the movement.
It's true.
You know, what am I doing by the time? Question time or when they are playing, I'll just maybe browse and take a nap.
Wait, so you're now they're busy watching the videos. This guy. So you were sleeping during the session.
You'll ask me about Skakes. I say, but Skakes is a white person.
Yeah.
And me now already had a stigma to say a white person can never teach me football. Never.
Is that the mentality you had?
Nah.
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from them, not disrespecting, but I already I know the qualities that I possess and the talent and the capabilities.
Yeah.
Man, put anyone you trust. Hey William, Lawrence, that side is giving us problems. Please go hard on him. Yes. I say, my friend, there's one thing I believed in. I had my own philosophy to say, if I'm not strong, you need to be clever. But don't be clever, be good. You see where it goes?
Yeah.
Smart.
I know this one, if I'm going to hold the ball in front of him, he's going to hit me hard. But let me convince him that I'm going to hang around on the ball. When the ball comes, I just lift up my head, my leg, the ball passes through. When you're going to come to me, the ball is not here. Referee to the same, he wanted me, not the ball, which is the yellow card. The next time he's going to come, he must caution him to say, the red
That's
card
how we
is
used to
coming.
play, funny enough. That's how we used to play, like crazy.
You create your own, there's the game plan for the team, but I had my own way of seeing and doing things about football.
So your mind was like literally working overtime on it, like during the game.
I think my strong point is being open-minded into anything and everything. You don't think about what is happening around you. Even I find myself in your position.
Yeah.
I need to understand what are the responsibilities and the
As
capabilities.
a player, you gotta do.
Understand? It's something which I wanted to say earlier. To say, if I go and advise somebody to say, here's a skillful player. He's busy here at the back. He's wanting to do all what he does as a midfielder, as a playmaker. Don't be comfortable in a space where you know it's not yours. Limit your touches. Pay 1-2 touches so that you can go back to your own position where you can do whatever is capable. Because now all your, you call it shibo, all the shibobos, you cannot just do them. Defender, understand? There were defenders who could do that, but it was a calculated risk.
Oscar Ntohai could do that. Oscar Masegela could do that. Sorry to catch you. And also there's a player that, with no disrespect, I've seen the centre back Chiefs, the boy. You've seen how he plays at the back sometimes. He's still thinking that he's playing he sometimes plays as a centre midfield, right? So when he goes back at the back, he wants to do the very same thing that he was doing in the middle. What do you think, Katsande? What do you think that is?
You know, big bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, even if it's a centre mid, it's not allowed because you remember when you're in possession, your team is there in an attacking position. If you lose it a centre mid, it's a direct attack. So definitely, I've also watched him.
You've seen it, right?
It's too complacent in a way.
Whereby
if you find your Kingston Garter type of a
those are robust player
to win the ball against. Because I think I watched his 2 minutes clip on social media, whatever, YouTube. He's a dribbler at the back.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
So, your John Terry, your Rio Ferdinand, your Vidic, your list of centre backs. But they keep it simple.
Thank you. That's how. Because you're there to what? To stop the goals from going in.
Understand your role as a given defender. Understand the role as your attacking midfield. Yes, I'm helping to defend. But now, once you win the ball, if the ball was within my position as an attacking midfielder, but in a wrong place, limit your touches so that you can be able to go back to where you need to be. Then you can do whatever that you are capable of.
Wherever you are, not yet the back. But also, like you have players like Katsande that will tell you, hey, Josta, no, not yet. Not yet. Right? Understand. So you need that as well.
Yes.
This is a player that did all this Kasi football stuff that is being done today. You did it back in the days, dog. Like 25 years ago, like you used to do this stuff. And you get to vets, you're still doing those things. How was it?
Mina, already, I was a complete developed player. Nah?
Yeah.
So, all my individual brilliance were addition into bringing something extra into my play and into the team. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I'm a wing, but I was not the fast running like you.
Typical, yeah.
Understand?
Typical, yeah.
When I know 0-200, I in 5 seconds. I mean, at 0-200, it must take me at least 15 seconds.
When I walked at when you were just going zigzagging.
So I think the coach was the cross.
Yeah.
It's fine. But okay, let me start answering first. How I got to sign for it.
Yeah.
My uncle was the coach for the B side of the reserve team.
Oh, the reserve team. Yeah. I remember. Yes.
Because the A side was coached by this Italian guy, Maurizio.
Yeah.
That guy, he never needs to scout for players. So, my uncle, remember the coach, John Latham?
Yes.
John, it was halfway through the season, I think, it was January. We speak to John to say, here's my nephew, he just came from school academy, so now, instead of losing all the fitness, by training by himself, by guys, so can you please at least allow him to train with the team?
Yeah.
Without
like the reserve side or the first team?
The first team.
Yeah.
Without thinking of signing or everything. So it's just for training.
Privileges, eh?
Yeah.
Like now, because your uncle, this uncle I now, you train with the first team because of your uncle. You think if it was me, they would give me that chance?
He just asked if I could train with the first team. If it was not going to be the first team, I was easily going to go to the reserve team or the under 19, the calls. Yeah. But now, I train first day, my training session. Can never forget that. We playing 5-a-side.
Was I there?
Yeah. In my team, it was Ashley Makanya, Lucky Kaba, Stanton Fredericks, Junaid was also there.
Yeah.
And Tebogo Mloi.
Yeah.
Tebogo
was playing with that.
I'm checking. I will play against the white boys.
Yeah.
Gordon Ewing, Rowan Malgu.
Robust. Those players,
Peter Gordon was retiring that season.
Rowan Malgu was there?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
Okay, the same playing two touch. No, Tebogo Mloi, obviously, I grew up under him. You guys. He'll be forever preaching to say, Donna, don't pretend as if you don't have skill.
Yeah.
If you need to kill a white boy now.
Yeah.
Here comes Gordon Ewan. He's the club captain. He comes flying, thinking, me, when I get the ball, because it's too touch, I'm going to trap and pass. So the same thing which I told you. He said, okay, I saw this one is coming hard. But now, you saw me that I've got a bit of skill. I pretend as if I'm going to trap the ball. Then I move my hand as if I'm going to maybe 10. But don't you find when I wanted to receive the ball, I could see the way he was coming hard.
Yeah. They were going to welcome me. That's how they welcome players, by the way.
I made as if I'm leaving the ball, then I closed it. Then he went there. You went there even out of the barricaded field.
Were you playing a small game?
Yeah, it's a small game.
Yeah.
And then obviously the bench, especially the city, they were still.
Yeah.
At first.
Yes.
He went outside the field and he kicked those benches there. He wanted to come back to me, but now his head, he hit the steel with his knee. Then he comes to me and he holds me. He said, you know what? This is not your academy that you come for. This is
you did that?
Professional stuff. I'm sorry, brother. Me, I've got only one philosophy. As long as you are not wearing the same t-shirt as mine, forget I'm going to nurse you.
You said that?
Who are you? Yeah. Thinking it's my first day.
I can intimidate you and whatever. Yeah.
Kira, I was never intimidated by another player.
Yeah.
Not because of race or something.
Yeah.
But yes, you were playing for a white team. Obviously, you're going to be blacks and white within our place.
Yeah.
So I was training with the team. Sharp, everything was well. But now, the coach said he can't sign me because he's leaving at the end of the season.
Oh,
he's going to Ajax. Nah?
That's like who was the coach then?
John Latham.
John wasn't he going overseas?
No, he was the first coach. Yeah, team Ajax.
Amsterdam. Cape Town.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I say, okay, Sharp. I'm training only during the week. Weekends I'm getting bored.
Yeah.
Then the under 19 coach came, Floyd
Mukhali. Yeah.
Floyd, no, but Floyd knows me from the School of Excellence.
Yeah.
Because he used to attend all those youth tournaments. He says, man, now, but is this boy on the verge of signing. What's happening? It's only training. Then he looked at them and said, no, can I please register this boy for the under 19?
Under 19, yeah.
No problem. I register already. Coach Palacios Augusto was just been named the under 20 national team coach.
Okay. Yeah.
So playing for Vets gave me a platform to graduate from the under 17.
Oh,
to
the
under 20.
Yeah. So now you're playing with the calls of Vets University calls, right? Yeah.
Yes. I played 2 games, and mind you, after the 2 games, the same coach, the reserve team coach, the Italian guy, Marito, he came to watch us. He said, man, how old is that player? They said, he's still 18. I said, okay. Can I use him? Because now, Saturdays are reserve teams.
Yes.
Sundays are the calls.
Yeah.
So that day, I think that day we were playing a friendly game on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So the reserve was
Max
going
Park.
to play. Yeah. So the reserve was going to play. So that's how he saw me. Then he asked me to come the following week. I also registered for both the reserves and the night.
Playing Naboko Pokwane.
Yeah. Both tennis.
Yes.
I tell them, they say, guys, I see most of these teams, they are white teams especially.
Yeah.
Only play teams in the under 19. It's Pirates, it's Cosmos.
Yeah, it's Chiefs as well.
Chiefs was not part of it.
They see other.
They were still playing in the reserve league.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
With Sundowns.
You had Robert Cham as well, part of it,
Yeah. Just I'm telling you, if both teams, the Colts and the reserve, they scored 100 goals per season. I created 90 of them. I only scored 10.
I mean, for real. So your assist ability was that much, like 90%.
And you know
with that left foot.
And you know what happened?
Yeah.
You remember during the award ceremony?
Yeah.
Their player of the year within every division from under 10 until the first team.
Yeah.
Players player of the year. But there will be an overall football of the year.
Yeah.
Most, if my memory serves well, that award was mostly got by first team players.
Oh yes.
Because maybe they won the MTN 8, maybe they won something, you understand?
So the name that they used to put those names on the wall.
Yeah, even at Max Park. Yeah. Check
Your name is there?
Yeah, 2000. I was the first and only player who got that award, not playing for the first team.
So you had offers in Denmark as well?
Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and Sweden. Scandinavian countries.
So apparently you and Stevie Pinar, you guys went to Leeds.
Yeah.
So was that part of it? Part of the deal after that tournament?
The Leeds part came while I was still at School of Excellence.
So when you're 17, you got an offer to go. You trained with Leeds.
Yeah.
It was you and Steven.
Steven, yeah. And then now, mind you, then I was, when I see somebody with a light skin, I'm avoiding this white boy. Yo, brother.
What do you mean? Like what was it?
Okay, it comes back to my talent.
Yeah. So were you killing them?
I killed everything which was next to me. Even the first team players.
Yeah. You're training what? With the first team or the reserve side?
With the reserve side.
Yeah.
But now, the reserve side is mostly players which are signed with the first
already,
team.
Yeah.
There was this boy called Danny Mills.
Yeah.
He was their right back.
Yeah.
They used to call me to come and help him try and track a winger. So me, I'm
act like a winger. So you understand. So that defensive, he's a defender. You are taking him, help him out. Yeah.
And maybe being typical Skakes. I say, coach, are you serious? I must train this guy.
Yeah.
Because me, coach, there's one thing which I know. English players, they want to give you the line.
Yeah.
And not to give you the line.
Yeah, you never
For
catch
me,
him. Never catch him.
I'm not going to use the line.
Yeah,
you want the line.
Yeah.
Me, I'll leave you at the line and I'll cut you. And with only one trick. I will never do the step over or something. I'll push the ball, make a smoke 10. I'm going to pass here. Your whole body will be stuck like this.
No, true story. Like, used to be like that.
So, even the coach, you will be saying, no, Lawrence, this guy needs to take the man mark the player to the line.
Oh, so it's guiding you to the line. So the coach wants you to go that way, but now you're like, hi.
Need the coach. He's not going to. This guy is not going to face everybody who wants to play the cross.
So why are you not listening to the coach, Baba?
No,
they tell you to do something, you do your own thing.
I'm teaching them to have variations into this defending. Understand? Because why? Slowly but surely, the league was being signing foreign players with different.
Now we see why you failed the trials.
I didn't fail it. It was not a trial.
What was it?
It was just a training program.
Yeah, but you were not listening to the coach.
I was not interested.
You're busy killing the right back.
My friend, even today, ne?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Yeah. I can only watch certain games within the English football.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
The only player I used to enjoy watching, ne? He was a black. He was a white. The only white player which I used to. It was Paul Gascoigne.
I never got to watch him. Funny enough,
I
never got to watch him, bro.
He was a white boy in a like he was a black boy in a white skin.
Did you watch him, Kasi?
No, I heard about him, but don't you think your behavior, your attitude was more around you, Paul Gascoigne?
No.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, he was like that. Yeah, he was crazy. Yeah.
Because I might not say I will take things, but I will enjoy him. Because why? I can relate into so many things. You understand? Somebody who was free-spirited, who could want to.
He was a rebel. He was. No. He was a. Gascoigne was a rebel. He was more like Rooney.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, he was a good
doing
player.
Things in his
you could never say anything about
it.
Yeah.
That's why the time they left him out for the World Cup.
That one was a rebel.
That's when the English hooligans started. Understand? Reacting. Was it Korea, Japan?
I forgot, but I know he was left out.
Yeah.
And it was like,
And it was the only time he could play for the national team.
So you went there, dog. Like so.
So we went there as a. It was like more of like Lucas at this thing to say every now and then he brings 2 youngsters just to have a training program.
Yeah.
So they made a mistake of calling me.
they made a mistake of calling you. So when you were just skinning these boys.
I will tell you from first day, they make us run. Obvious typical running.
And then he could run this.
I tell them, okay, you know what?
I could run.
Me. I'm a sports person, but I'm a soccer player. If you want to make me run 50 laps, I can only give you 10 laps. 40 is for those who are headless chickens. Yes. They just want to run.
And you want this guy to... You see why they didn't sign him? You see? We don't have a lot of time, Dana. There's one interesting story that I wanted to ask you about. The inauguration, the president in Zim. And you played a tournament there in Zim and played against, I don't know, was it a Zim team? Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe national team, right?
Yeah, there was Angola, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Zambia.
Yeah, you told me the story about Nengo Mash was playing for Zimbabwe then, and
when his president, he laughed at him.
What happened there, though? What happened? So I mean, we all know what Nengo. He's robust. I mean, as a center midfielder, he played week in, week out, and we know that quality player center midfield and whatever. True. So tell me about that situation, bro.
But Nengo was still playing in Zim.
Yeah. He hadn't signed for Kaizer Chiefs yet.
Yes. Because the signing came maybe a few months after we saw him there.
Yeah.
Here's this guy within our national under 20 team. So Villagazi was our defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
Steven Pinara was our attacking midfielder. So now we find that, hey man, when I analyze the game, Pinara doesn't bring me those true balls that I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Because there's this guy is being hard on him. Whatever he does, I kicks the hell out of him.
So Nengo was kicking Pinar the whole time.
Yeah, because you could see this one, not you slim.
Yeah.
Then what you did, switch places. So Villagazi was in front.
Or as a 10 now.
Yeah.
And you put
when Pinar come from behind.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Then battle of the strongest match.
What you be like?
The short guy and the strong boy.
The short man was like taking care of Nengo.
So I used to believe that man I would take.
I'm shield that one.
And Nengo tried his every trick of intimidation. So was forever on his ground.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. No second half I go changing room. Man. And it's not something which we anticipated, but here comes Nengomash.
In the tunnel?
Yeah. Hey, you young boy. Hey. No, man. And then he said something about with this Zimbabwe, I'm not sure Sean or Ndebele. Hey, mfana lo mncane lo. Yazi ngithi ngiyamuyesa ka uqinile.
So, shout out to
sure.
Little Napoleon. Yeah.
Then there was a time he was covering. They played. It was a counter attack for us.
Yeah.
So Nengo comes into my side to cover his right wing or something.
Yeah.
Nah. Taking people out of the field.
Yeah.
What
did you do to him?
He came to taking it and pushing the ball.
Yeah.
So obviously when he sleeps, I turn inside. And he went to, you see those pots they always advertise?
Yeah. Those
on the side.
Pots, yeah. I see that.
Oh, the last time my head, guru.
Nengo, what happened, bro? What happened? Come on. You need to come and explain yourself right here.
I'm sure you wouldn't remember because it's a long time.
So as I know, like, me and you can talk for days, but I mean, yeah.
But I want to know, the interesting part is how he's battling with so. I'm telling you. Yeah, I could say with this one, I know. It doesn't play that position. Mahal, I know. Yet, about the qualities. That's why when I saw him in South Africa, I was like, no.
They were, I mean, solid player for me, like, crazy. Only he was only dethroned by his homeboy, Katsande.
Yes.
Because he dethroned him at
it's like taking over from where he left off.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because, I believe everybody has got its own moments. You understand?
Yeah.
Some will start it, some will end it. Understand? Such is life.
I'm gonna flip it again, like just the last question before we end, because time is it's not on our side. So I was told about this Malinga boy that used to play for Swallows, and now he plays for Arrows.
Kagiso
Malinga. Yeah. So apparently, like you had something to do with him being where he is right now. Like that's great. I mean, if you're doing that and you're helping the young ones, if you see talent, because we need people like you that have been in the game to help the society or to help the team to get the right players. Like, how true is that? Like, did you really like help him out?
I might say, okay, by the way things progressed, I might say yes, I did. But even though I wouldn't be alone in that sense.
Yeah.
But how it started, I was involved with a team called Polokwane City Rovers.
Yeah.
Which currently they call themselves Platinum City Rovers.
Yeah.
It's playing within the Municipal Foundation League.
Yeah.
So that guy, when we were playing for Municipal League, he came for trials.
Yeah.
But now the people which I was being selectors with, they were very skeptical about him. But you prefer players who are already established. This boy, the way when I first saw him, I could see it. He's got the potential of being a good winger, I could see.
So you could see like he could be a versatile
talent,
player.
Yes, you understand?
Yeah.
And now, even his age, it's perfect.
How old was he when you joined?
I think he was 19.
Plus, he's good. I like how he's structured, the way
the
physique and everything. Yeah, there. Yeah.
And then we could convert him, and that's something you could make it. So I saw all those qualities, but now this guy said, no, this boy just plays soccer in the park. It doesn't have the knowledge of how to do things. I'm saying already, as much as raw as he is, there are certain things. Me personally, without telling them, which I mean, once this boy becomes part of the team, as I recommended him, which is one of the players which you can use. Me personally, I will sit with you. Hence, I'm saying, even the question you asked me, with, what do I do whenever within my spare time? It's give him back. It's more like I see something, then I can be as good as an advisor to
whoever that wants to listen to you. Yeah, anybody that wants
even
to
if
listen to
you never wanted to.
Yeah.
But if I feel something needs to be said or needs to be done, and I'm within reach. Yeah. That's what happened to the boy. Understand? Spoke to him, even during when he had already signed for the team. Understand?
Yeah.
I'll make even the coaches understand good. This is what Kagiso can do for us. This is what Kagiso can do. So through those motivations, through those and like if somebody appreciates with whoever is talking to me, is talking from experience.
Yeah,
it's not something that you just read on the book and just project.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you.
So,
but if they're willing to listen, I mean, you can be be there trying to help people. But if they don't take you serious, obviously they're not going to listen to you.
Because I always advise people to say, if within a soccer player industry, but such is happening within life. Once you are open-minded, you are as good as a coachable player, a teachable student. Understand? Because why? You open yourself to new experiences. Understand? You don't see things with one side. You have to be broad-minded. It's okay. This can work for me in a certain situation.
Yeah.
This can make me become something. Because now, if you're gonna say, I'm watching football, you're only watching the negatives. This one is playing nonsense. You're not gonna grow. Because already you are judging things.
Yeah.
Instead, for every negative situation, there's a positive to say, okay, within my circle, how can this negativity bring positivity to myself?
Skakes, in life, you can never stop learning.
Sure.
I don't care how smart you are and whatever, but you as a coach, you always want to learn stuff. You know, as a human beings, there's things that I don't know, and I'm not scared to say you know what I mean?
Yes,
computers, they need to be, what do you call this, the system needs to be like, upgraded every time and whatever. We need that. So once you think that you know too much, you'll never go anywhere. We're playing 5-a-side with you. I'm playing 5-a-side with you. I've got my 5-a-side and you got your 5-a-side. Which players would you pick on your side?
Past and
quick.
Okay. Myself.
You had to put yourself in there. Yeah, Jabupuli. Yeah.
Stente.
Yeah.
Steve.
There's two Stentons, Frederick or Louis. Frederick. Okay. Yeah.
And the late Skarangobes.
You got all the ball jugglers in there.
My friend, I can relate.
The Black Jesus.
I can relate.
Ntonas.
If you are to add,
add one. Yeah.
I will add maybe Junaid. Within the mix.
Yeah.
All those so-called, I wouldn't say bad boys, but all the jugglers, because obviously, I come from a generation where I understood them, I played with them, and now their football was something which we could have protected it in a sense of which, yes, we call it showboating now lately when a player does a certain trick, but now who did he take to make them understand with these things? You can bring them as an element of surprise into our game.
Thank you.
Understand?
Yeah.
Make them show aware with just fella as maybe a coach to one of them. Go to in a certain position. Convince them maybe you are playing 1 touch, 2 touch. But in a certain moment,
situation,
bring your skill. Because if I can just say something quickly, how's Ted used Skarangobes? Everybody was saying Skara is wasteful. But now, here's the situation with if Skara gets the ball on the line, no one must go support him. Let him create a one-on-one situation. Use your skill.
Isolate that player.
Yes. Then you wanna use your skill to kill that player. Then you've got 2 options after that situation. It's either you assist or you score.
Yeah. And also, when you used to do those 10s, and take as well, when you used to do those 10s, they're doing those skillful things while they're waiting for the movement. And then the movement comes through while you still kind of the defender's like, this guy's not going to do anything. Plug in.
Watching,
the pass is in. Yes.
And now, when you face to make that pass, because of what? You might be free, but not within a good space.
I'm waiting for you to get into that. It's understanding that. It's understanding that.
While I'm still doing whatever, maybe 2 or 3 players are already pressing me down.
Yeah.
Which means I've got 2 players who's supposed to be, when I raise my head up, I know what Josta should be there.
But it's people that understand the game. I mean, the Wotsikitseki, you know, the Black Jesus understood those type of things, and I think as a nation we need to protect our craft and our players. Which overseas there's a lot of things that players do in Europe that their coaches protect. They're not perfect, but they know that they're gonna give them whatever on the field. They know I need this guy for my engine to work. Brazil, same thing. Like you had a lot of players that had problems out of the field, but they knew that they're gonna bring them whatever that they need on the field. They won games for them and whatever. And I think our coaches need to learn that, you know what I mean, and to protect our players. Not all the time when, like, you know, somebody does something, you chuck him out. As a kid, kids do something, you slap them a bit, tell them that's wrong, but you don't chuck them out of the house, right? So I think that's how most of the players, like, you know, most of the coaches need to, like, you know, approach the game now. Don, we can talk forever. We can take, like, you know, we've got a lot of points that we can talk about, but you know, but thanks for coming through. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for sharing your stories with us, with everybody out there, and everybody at home. Thanks for listening and watching on YouTube, and keep on doing that. We love your support, guys. Keep on supporting us, and like MTN FC, good looking out. I mean, good looking out, and this show wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for you guys. And guys, you know, you can like check us out on YouTube now. You can also like check us out on mtnfc.co.za, mtnfc.co.za, and also you can also check us on YouTube and Spotify as well, Apple Music as well. That's where you can find us. And keep on supporting Bafetu. Next week I'm going to be coming back with another star. I'm out.